Alright, what is going on, guys? So this weekend was kind of a crapshoot as far as working on the bucket goes. I spent most of yesterday and most of today out at Ocotillo Wells. It's basically a desert park about 2 hours east of Southern California, the Anza-Borrego Desert, and we were just riding dirt bikes and all that stuff, and it was super sick. And I actually didn't get to ride with everyone else, so I actually took Little Wing up there. I was pretty mad. Don't mind her being so clean, I literally just washed her. But I put a full tank of gas in, drove out, drove back. It's about a 200-mile round trip, and I averaged about 23 miles to the gallon, which isn't too bad because I set the front dampers about 2 clicks harder and the rear dampers about 3 clicks harder and cut about half an hour off the 2-hour trip each way. And I was ripping it, and she was doing pretty well. So 23 miles to the gallon while ripping is not bad at all. We did get up to about 4,000-ish feet of altitude, and up there the M52 manifold is not doing any justice to that. Poor little S52 is kind of wheezing a little bit. And surprisingly, the stock brakes actually did really freaking well. Of course, I was engine braking most of the time and kind of keeping it up in the higher RPMs, especially on the downhill, so I wasn't using the brakes as much, but they're freaking perfect. And I know some of you guys said the suspension setup is a little bit too low. One thing about these cars is that they have so much clearance up in the inner fender well, it's ridiculous. This thing did not scrape, bottom out, nothing. It was composed the entire trip, had no issues with it. And for those of you guys wondering, I saw a comment in an earlier video, these are 18 by 8s squared setup, but I'm running 225s up front, 245s in the rear. I don't know offhand the offset of the wheels, so back onto this piece. I think we're gonna start doing some belt stuff, and I wanted to get some of the wires started going together and sorted. A couple issues I ran into getting it running last time is sort of balancing where the wires are on top of each other. For instance, the throttle cable is like underneath the starter wire, and that kind of made it a little bit of a pain in the ass to get the throttle body on, so we're going to solve that, and we're just sort of going to organize everything a little bit better this time. Some of the wires were kind of in the way of other wires, so we're going to prevent that from on this final installation here. Kind of want to go after the engine ground, and then I think we're probably going to do the power steering and probably get the alternator on, and then start going at some other stuff after that. Ooh, also, now that our drivetrain is in all the way, we can tighten these mounts down. +1 for actually having a tight engine. Oh, I love these extensions. These things are a blessing. Alright, we got a tight motor, baby. Look at that. That's amazing. You come this way. Come to me. Oh, it's a zip tie, motherfucker. Oh, come on. Reservoir. You go over here. You hang out for now. Yeah, so I think that line got a little bit bent last time we were pulling the engine, but I got it on. Hopefully we don't have any pulley alignment issues with that. If it starts to wear the belt on one of the shoulders, I might readjust it, but it's... all the bolts are on and all the bolts are tight where they need to be. It doesn't look misaligned, but we'll see. You're on next, but I want to get the alternator on before we do that, because... what was that? What was that? That shit just fucking flew, bro. What was that? Was that? I have no idea what that was. Hopefully that wasn't important. We'll find out later. I want to get the alternator on before we do that, because it's kind of a pain to get the alternator stuff on with this in there, so I think we're going to do that later. Vacuum line down. Let's get this ugly duckling in place. Be free. My spaghetti monster. Oh, brother. Oh, God. Alright. Where did the knock sensor for this side go? There it is. Alright.
You gonna make a lot more now?
That's for the fuel rail. That's for the Vanos. Vanos is plugged in. Oil filter housing. Yep. So you live right there. That looks a lot like the coolant temp, which it is. Get that out of here. So here's the issue that I had, is that the throttle was going through there. So let's go past that, so that way our throttle is not getting caught. We had that one. Where is, oh, there it is, there's our 8. Little 8 nut. We need a little 10 nut. That's that, and that. I lost the other washer for that, so we're just gonna fucking not run that. Baby little 10. Alright. And this big Johnny is a 13. We got starter plumbing. Oh fuck, where's the hose clamp for that? Where's the hose clamp for that? God damn it, this just gets worse. I'll deal with the cooling hoses later. We can go for some alternation. Fucking horn. Where does this go? Like, genuinely, where does this go? Ugh. Torque, give me the nut. Oh boy. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Thanks, wheel. Doing me a solid. So let's get Junior on first. There's Junior. There's the nut for Junior. Alright. Daddy is tight. Ooh, there it is. Alright, let's get our cover going. Bing bada boom. Let's bend that line some more, make it fucking worse. Alright. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, you be there. You stay right there. Ugh. Good enough for now. It didn't leak out a whole lot, but I think we might have to do a flush anyway, just to get the fluid back where it needs to be. Alright, so we got all of our belt stuff back in line. We can go ahead and put our belts on now, which is a +1. I believe you are an H7. Is that right? You might be an 8. Are you an 8? You are an 8, I lied. Our pump on. Over tensioner. Get back on. Easy, easy. Don't fucking strip, you fucker. Don't strip. Oh. On. Tensioner on the idler, on the alternator, on the water pump. Alright, bitchin'. Donde. Ooh, new AC belt, baby. Alright, let's get you cooking. Alright, we got AC belts, we got main belts, we got alternators, we got power steering, we got a starter, we got the bottom end plumbed for wiring. We are freaking getting close, boys. It feels good to be making progress in the proper direction. It's nice. This thing's going to be on the road very, very soon, I'm hoping. But we got the pain in the ass parts done. So we got some minor exhaust work to do. That'll be done later. We got to put the cooling system on. I'm not going to do that tonight. And then we got to run our catch can setup. And then we got to do intake manifold stuff. And I got my ECU back. And then that'll be it. So we're getting there. We are getting there. I'm going to call it a night for tonight. But I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep it fresh. And I'll see you guys later.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust.